Tornadoes are more common in the United States than in any other country. The United States receives more than 1,200 tornadoes annually, 4 times the amount seen in Europe. Although favorable conditions for tornadoes in the United States can occur at any time, they are most common in spring. Getting the latest warnings when tornadoes are headed your way, and knowing what to do before, during, and after one hits are all key to staying safe. As with weather patterns, you also need to monitor your processing and operations environments as well. With real-time operations, you can monitor the key metrics of your case management solution to properly navigate through any storm that may come your way. As in any industry, knowledge workers must do more with less. Many companies are trying to automate tasks so that they can control costs, improve customer service, and manage the exceptions that are part of the normal day operations. With technology changing so fast and the need to process more and more information, just the sheer volume and variety of data can sometimes be overwhelming. The IBM Case Manager solution provides a set of robust and comprehensive reporting tools so that your case management team can have a real-time access to key metrics and SLAs of your processes. They will also understand the issues before they become a problem, and the integrated analytics, your manager will be able to understand the impact of the caseload so they can reset priorities and properly align objectives. Real-time monitoring dashboards. For today's demonstration, we've put together 3 dashboards for 3 different types of users. Gary is a mortgage loan processing manager at a national mortgage lending company. Gary's role is to ensure that all new mortgage loan packages are processed and completed according to established policies, procedures, and timelines. We've created a real-time operations dashboard for Gary so that his team can improve response times and process more loans. Carol is a vice president of mortgage operations with the same national lending company. Carol manages and provides day-to-day coordination of the mortgage underwriting and services activities. Carol is looking into the productivity of the pipeline for loans on a departmental basis. She is interested in how trends can be used to improve the productivity of her staff and how to increase transparency into the mortgage process for senior management. And finally, Alan. Alan is the National Sales Director for the Consumer Mortgage Channel. Alan wants a dashboard with other key measures so that he can quickly view the number of loans that are currently being processed by product line, and then view the number of days it takes to process in a quick and easy format. Real-time operations. Since Gary is focused on improving response times and processing more loans, we're going to demonstrate how watch points, filters, and case details can help him meet these objectives. We have 3 dashboards configured. Gary is going to access the real-time operations dashboard. The first monitor represents the top loans by age. Gary can use this report to view the exceptions, or the loans that are taking longer to process. The second and third reports show the active loan by department and active loans by users. These are 2 different ways that Gary can view the productivity of the loan processing pipeline. Let's take a closer look at top loans by age. With this report, Gary can view the top 50 loans that are taking the longest to process. Gary can view the loan, number, department, owner, and the number of days that is currently being processed. We've also configured red and yellow watch points so that Gary can quickly notice which loans are in a warning or a delayed stage of processing. Gary also received an email when these loans met these critical stages so that a corrective action could be issued. For further investigation, Gary can click on the loan number and the case manager client would open additional details referenced in the case. Within the case manager client, you can see the tasks and the entire history of this loan writing application. Gary can also use filters to view specific segments of these reports to gain better knowledge of how a department is performing against these SLAs. If we filter by the funding group, Gary can see how many loans this group has with warning or delayed watch points. Gary can also see who is working on these loans to contact them for further information or to look for trends in lower productivity. Let's now take a look at the next monitor in the dashboard, which is active loans by department. In this view, Gary can see the entire pipeline of loans for the enterprise. Each bar represents a different department. If you hover over the bar, you will see the number of loans that the department is currently processing. Gary can click on each of these departments to gain further insight into the productivity for each product type of loan. The final monitor in this dashboard is the active loan by user. Gary can use this monitor to view the productivity of the departments at the employee level. Starting off with the department view of the pipeline, Gary can filter down to the employee and then the product type to view the workload that the employee has taken on. If Gary feels that he needs to make adjustments or reallocate work, he can then redistribute the loans accordingly with the other tools of the Case Manager solution. In this first demonstration, we showed how Gary could use watch points, filters, and case details to view the overall productivity of the loan processing application. With the metric and SLAs being monitored, Gary should be able to redistribute work or investigate the exceptions so that his team can improve their overall response times and process the loans faster and more efficiently. Trending. If you remember, Carol is a Vice President of Mortgage Operations. Carol manages and provides day-to-day coordination of the mortgage underwriting and service activities. She's interested in how trends can be used to improve the productivity of each department and how to increase transparency into the mortgage process for senior management. Carol is going to access her monitors through the trending dashboard. We've configured two monitors for Carol to gain valuable insight into the average cycle time it takes to process a loan at a departmental basis. The first monitor shows the metrics on a weekly basis, and the second shows the metrics on a monthly basis. Let's take a look at the productivity by department monitor. In this monitor, we've configured the report with a few key columns for Carol to filter through. Department, month, week number, incoming volume, outgoing volume, and then finally the average step cycle for each processing group. The orange and red fields are called watch points. Carol can use these watch points to highlight the areas that are of concern. In the incoming column, we have an orange watch point showing that the incoming volume for that week is higher than expected. In the outgoing column, we have a watch point showing that the department output for the week is lower than expected. In the last column, Carol can see the red alerts for any of the departments that are processing beyond the average cycle time. These are all key indicators that the productivity for certain departments needs to be addressed to meet the established goals. Our next monitor for Carol is dedicated to the average loan cycle by department. Carol can hover over each of the departments to view their average number of processing days. Carol can also view the monthly metrics as well by clicking on a specific department. With these types of metrics, Carol can start to see the processing trends on a weekly and monthly basis. This critical information could be key in determining seasonal staffing requirements to meet each department's objectives and overall performance. Carol can also use the red line alert to establish baseline criteria for loan cycle times when viewing these trends. Carol would like to make these metrics available to her senior management team and put this information in another format for a meeting that she has later this week. This is an easy process, and Carol can export these details with just a few steps. Carol changed the view to a table view, and then with a quick mouse click, you can copy the data to the clipboard and then paste it into an Excel spreadsheet or PowerPoint. This will greatly improve the accessibility of this data to others within Carroll's organization and to provide the transparency needed in today's business environment. In this demonstration, we showed how Carroll could use alerts, targets, and spreadsheets to increase departmental productivity and improve transparency within these processes. Carroll was able to view the trends within each department on a weekly and monthly basis to properly plan for seasonal peaks to balance out the average workloads for these periods. Other measurements. Alan is the National Sales Director for the Consumer Mortgage Channel. Alan wanted a dashboard with other key measures so that he could quickly view the number of loans that are currently being processed by product line, and then view the number of days it takes to process in a quick and easy format. In this demonstration, we'll show how Alan, using thresholds, counts, and monitors, will be able to increase sales and time to market with new products by viewing trends and other key indicators. Our dashboard for Alan has 4 different monitors configured. The first 2, Alan can view the loan counts by product type. And the final 2 show the active number of loans currently in the system in a variety of threshold displays. In the first monitor, loan counts by product types, Alan can take a simplistic view of how many loans his team has sold and how many are currently still being processed. Alan can also take a subdivided view and look more closely at each of the product lines. In the second monitor, loans by product type and product, Alan can view the entire pipeline of loan products in one simplistic view. Alan is able to compare which products are selling better than others, or which products are being processed quicker than others. Alan can also view which products are not performing well and need to be re-evaluated within their departments. In the third monitor, active loans, Alan's target for the number of active loans is 1,200 to 1,400. Alan can view the 3 thresholds that have been configured for this monitor. The red zone means that his sales team has not met their targets and corrective action needs to take place, while the green zone means that his team has exceeded their goals for the month. In the final monitor, average days of active loans, Alan can view the average number of days that the loans are being processed. Alan's key concern is keeping the speedometer in the green zone. If the needle goes to the yellow or red zone, then his customers are impacted. Alan needs to work with Gary and Carroll on finding a better way to increase their productivity in processing loans. In this demonstration, we showed how Alan could use thresholds, counts, and monitors to view the key metrics in the performance and productivity of the products and staffing. With this type of information, Alan can make decisions on how to increase sales and reduce the time to market for other key initiatives. As we review the benefits for this solution, you can see how using real-time monitoring in a case management environment, Gary will be able to provide quicker response times and faster processing. Carroll will be able to provide improved productivity and increased transparency. Alan will be able to reduce time to market and increase sales. SEB is a retail bank in Sweden who used Case Manager and real-time monitoring to monitor SLAs as well as historical and real-time analytics to help manage case processing loads effectively. Over the course of the project, SEB expects to reduce full-time employees required to support its application needs, increase customer satisfaction by lowering number of customer callbacks, and increasing case document transparency inside SEB. Over time, expand case processing capabilities to end customers. In summary, real-time monitoring provides insight for quicker response times and faster processing. It improves productivity and transparency of the overall operation, and increased sales and reduced time to market with up-to-the-minute reporting. Thank you for your time today.